This is awesome. I'm realizing I'm muted. That's so good. All right. So we're live on Facebook and YouTube and Zoom. Thanks for joining me. That's awesome. I'm glad I saw that. I was not seeing the chat box, but those of you who are watching this on YouTube after the fact, thanks for joining. I'm Aaron Lahman. I'm part of the Living Well Now leadership team. I'm excited to be learning alongside of you all. I have been using Young Living essential oils since it was the fall of 2006. So I guess will be 17 years come this fall. I had started massage school and got really excited about essential oils because my mom started using them. And at that point in my life, I was living with her. I was in massage school and I was teaching high school math. And so I was using essential oils in my classroom every day for immune system support, but also for just mental and emotional, energetic support, being around 140, teenagers every day. Mental, emotional, energetic, spiritual support is pretty key. And so I was using the oils a lot for that. I will say up front, I'm not a doctor or a healthcare professional. If you're, I will share some of the ways in which I use oils tonight. But I'm sure whoever invited you to this call will share ways that they use the oils. Perhaps you have used these oils as well already. I'm not here to tell you to not go to your doctor. I want you to make your choices and continue to take great care of yourself and seek the support you want. So let's dive in. My little intro when I was muted was that I'm really excited about this Young Living world and just being a part of for all of us to just keep learning and growing together. To me, one of the reasons I'll just continuously share this world and this Young Living world until I'm old and gray, until I'm 95 or 75 or 85 or whatever, is because for multiple reasons. But one of the reasons is I believe that body, mind, spirit, wellness, healing and expansion and improving is really key. I think that a lot of the world realities, if we started to really look inward, we would be amazed at how much transformation would happen in the external world. And so, that's one of the main reasons that excites me and gets me pumped up to host workshops like this each month. And so let's dive in. What are essential oils? They're the lifeblood of a plant. When these plants are grown in the right conditions, harvested at the correct time, and distilled with the utmost care, they can aid in keeping our bodies healthy, well, and happy, which is how our bodies were intended to be. Essential oils are composed of teeny molecules. These molecules are so small that they can pass through our tissues and directly into our cells. And our systems are super effective and can transport these molecules all over our bodies within a matter of minutes. The reason I love using Young Living oils and Young Living products is that Young Living has been in the sharing wellness with the world for 28 years. They've been sharing essential oils with the world. Young Living also has 25 seed to seal farms around the world. They also are an industry leader in testing. It's done in triplicate, over 20 different tests, in-house and third party. Young Living has over 600 products and has members and product users in 100 countries globally, and that's growing. And I also am passionate about sharing Young Living because of the Young Living Foundation and the work that they do around the world. So seed to seal. This is one of the reasons that I feel really good about Young Living essential oils and products is the seed to seal promise that from the time a seed is planted till the time the bottle gets sealed up and sent to us, we can know that the utmost care throughout that whole process has been honored and respected. And for me, Young Living continues to raise the bar with regard to how they're taking care of the earth and just continue to grow things sustainably, thinking about the long-term health of the earth, which is super important in my humble feelings and opinion. So Seed to Seal Promise is something that I feel really great about. Young Living has a huge global impact, whether you're from another country, whether you're from the United States. When my wife and I were on our honeymoon in Australia, we were able to order products while we were there, and they were shipped to a hotel, and we had products in Australia. There's warehouses around the world, and there are also member offices around the world as well, because of the different markets. And so anyway, really love the impact that Young Living has. Gary Young is the initial founder, who has since passed, but his goal was to get essential oils, Young Living essential oils, in every home on the planet. That was ultimately his goal. So 3 ways that we like to use essential oils, and that I currently use essential oils. So I'll speak about myself. First off is topically. So generally speaking, this is my most used modality. I would say aromatic is a close second, and then internal and dietary is more of an occasional thing for me. But topically, I have gotten rid of colognes and deodorants and skincare stuff, because I use essential oils for that. So again, topically would just be like 1 drop. And then for me, this is Valor, the one I just put on. This is one I used a lot when I was teaching high school, and just rubbing that into the back of the neck for me is so lovely. Valor in Spanish means courage, bravery, strength. So this was always a great one when I was teaching math, just to like help me stay grounded. It's super earthy, smells like you're out in the woods, and I feel like it just really helps me like bring my feet back onto the ground. I don't know about you, but sometimes I spend a lot of time up in my mind thinking, and sometimes I forget that I'm a body. Anyone? Am I the only one? Maybe somebody else can relate to that. And so Valor, this earth, is just such a great earthing oil. So that's one way topically, is just applying to specific areas. I will recommend, if you're brand new, we have a lot of teammates who are constantly using some sort of a carrier oil. So you could use an organic coconut oil. Young Living has some massage oils that you could pick from. They have like a B6 oil, and then some other scented massage oils. But to use a carrier oil, because all of our skin is different. And so just realizing that, different skin sensitivities, you kind of feel out, pay it, like really notice, like, oh, my body's a little sensitive to lavender. Okay. Whereas Aaron could put lavender on the top of his bald head a lot and not have any skin sensitivity. So do dive in, being mindful of that. Another way is aromatic. So back here in the corner, got a diffuser rocking, and I've got peppermint and rosemary in there tonight. Just breathing in the oils. And I will say that even just by holding the bottle, and breathing from there, I am amazed at, I don't know, let's just take a couple deep breaths with me, those of you who are here live, or if you're on YouTube or Facebook. Just reminding ourselves to breathe, slow down, and be mindful. So this is another, just aromatically breathing it in. There's so much beautiful research coming out just about the power of breath work and the power of conscious, mindful breathing, and the benefits that it brings to our bodies. So thanks for, so the aromatic would be a second option. And then internal dietary, Young Living does have vitality oils. And so that just means that I could put this in a lavender lemonade. I could make a lavender lemonade. How else might I use this? I might use it in a marinade, maybe for when I'm making my tofu, like baking my tofu. I could make a marinade and put some lemon vitality in there. So I know other people who love putting a drop of vitality oil in like a big glass of water. If you are putting citrus oils in a glass of water, make sure you're using stainless steel or glass when you're putting it in. because if you put this in plastic or some other, like other cup, it could like leach on the side, like grab, like eat away at the cup. So use a glass or stainless steel if you are going to put it in a big glass of water. Okay, so those are the 3 ways in which I use essential oils from Young Living. Moving on to the next slide. Again, as I said earlier, disclaimer, here to support all of us to grow in our own awareness about what wellness means to us and how we can grow and expand in that. And whether that's leaning on a doctor, a chiropractor, a massage therapist, a physical therapist, right? There's so many great supporters of our wellness. Okay, so there are, as I said at the beginning when I was muted, there are lots of starter bundles. Okay, so if you're brand new to the Young Living world, have your friend send you like if you're in the United States, I think there's like 8 starter bundles that you can begin with. Find those. Get on the Young Living website and look at the starter bundles that they have. This is the old school starter bundle. This is like the, this isn't the old school one, but this is the freshest one, up to date one. And it comes with 12 oils. And these oils are just game changing. So when Sarah and I need a new diffuser, or if we're running out of a handful of these, we will just order another starter bundle because of just what an amazing deal it is to just get the bundle all at once. Okay, so lavender. Personally, I'll let you screenshot the slides if you choose, but I'll just share a little bit about how I use each of these oils. So for me, lavender is a skin oil. So I live out in California. If I get a little too much sun, I'm using organic coconut oil and lavender and just making up my own little concoction. And oftentimes it literally is just me taking like 2 or 3 drops of the lavender, put in a little like maybe a dime size amount of organic coconut oil, and then rubbing that together, and then rubbing that into my scalp or into wherever I've had gotten too much sun. Another way I like to use lavender is as a deodorant. It used to be my like everyday deodorant. I would just take a drop on my hands and then kind of rub it on there. Young Living does have natural deodorants, but I have not chosen to use those. I just use the oils instead. But yeah, lavender used to be my all the time deodorant. It's a great skin oil. It is one, this is how I'm using it a lot lately, at nighttime. If I get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom, I sometimes will just have lavender on my bedside table, and I'll just literally take a drop to just get like, just so I'm getting back into bed with this same relax, breathe, going back to sleep vibe. And so anyway, that's my lavender 3 tips. Moving on to the next one, frankincense. Frankincense for me is also a skin oil. Lavender and frankincense are like my two favorite skin oils. So I've been putting some frankincense. I have a little spot on my nose that's kind of been hanging around. So frankincense on different skin realities. Frankincense for me is like a meditation, a prayer oil. So sometimes I'll use that with my yoga practice. Sometimes it'll be in the diffuser. Yes, I mean, it smells so lovely. It also would be an amazing cologne in my opinion. I love its scent. Yeah, maybe some sort of like, maybe while you're reading, while you're doing a devotional, frankincense would be a great one. Yeah, so love frankincense. It is definitely one of my favorites. Just, it smells so good. Again, the tree oils, frankincense is a tree. For me, the tree oils are about earthing, about grounding, about finding my roots again. And so I don't know, again, as I said earlier, right? It's how do we, this body, mind, spirit reality, like how do we feel like come back to the earth and be in our bodies, right? Little kids seem so free and able to do this, right? They're just like in the moment. I'm seeing them out on the beach. they're just fully immersed in the moment. They're not thinking about where they're going in a half an hour, right? But as we get older, more things on our to-do lists, we're thinking about the next things, the next things. And so for me, frankincense and other tree oils are about coming back to the earth and being really awake to the now and awake to where we're at and who we're with. PANAWAY, which sadly I don't even have right here. I need to get some more PANAWAY. I have Cool Azul, which is similar, but PANAWAY has, again, lavender and frankincense are both single oils. PANAWAY is a blend, and PANAWAY has wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint in it. And those essential oils are blended together in that blend. For me, PANAWAY is for joints. For me, PANAWAY is for muscles. As a massage therapist, this was one I used a lot. Just massage, like for me, even just with my own physical body as a runner and cyclist, for me, massaging PANAWAY into my like low back, into my hips, is so helpful. It's kind of because of the wintergreen and the peppermint and the clove, it's kind of warm, can feel kind of warm to the skin. So just be mindful of that as you're using it. I would recommend using a carrier oil if you're brand new to PANAWAY. Grab a carrier oil and yeah, just mix PANAWAY with that. Next oil is Raven. And Raven is, yeah, I mean, eucalyptus. This is, let me see exactly what's in Raven. But for me, Raven is about breath. It's about immune system. It's about put this in the diffuser just to like uplift. And let's see. We've got camphor, lemon, wintergreen, peppermint, and eucalyptus radiata. So again, eucalyptus radiata is the one that I smell the most often when I'm smelling Raven. This would be great massaged into the chest prior to a walk, or maybe after a walk. So again, yeah, eucalyptus, peppermint, camphor, lemon. Raven is a great, just for me, it's immune system, it's respiratory. It makes me think of respiratory when I'm thinking about Raven. Valor or Valor, I shared this one earlier, but Valor is just so good. Black spruce. Let's see again what we have in this one. This has got black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium in it. And for me, like I said, woodsy, just an amazing cologne, amazing grounding oil. Putting a drop on my wrist and then rubbing my wrist together. Yeah, it's so delicious. This is one I use a lot. This is in the feelings kit. I did a workshop last week centered around the feelings kit, and Valor is one of the 6 oils in the feelings kit, and that's my favorite kit that Young Living offers. And Valor, yeah, it's just a super yummy smelling oil, grounding, yeah, great in the diffuser. If you like going to the woods, you don't have to go to the woods. You could just put some Valor on and breathe it in. Peace and calming. Peace and calming is, it's so good. It's so good. It's citrusy. It's uplifting. Another great one to diffuse. Another great one to think about. You know, again, for me, essential oils, my journey with essential oils has been about like, what little shifts can I make throughout my day? Like cologne and deodorant. At first, it was really hard for me to give up my cologne. The first few years, I was still like hooked on my cologne. But then my girlfriend at the time, now wife, every time she'd come back from New York to see me, she was like, "Oh, you smell amazing. You smell like health." You know, she was like, "You smell like health." And typically I was wearing orange and thieves oil. But Peace and Calming was one of my wife's favorites when we first met. So peace and calming is just a great aroma. So as you're thinking about, okay, what is in my perfume? Maybe you have a clean, natural perfume, all good. But if you haven't thought about the ingredients in your perfume or your cologne, it's worth thinking about that. It's worth looking into it, and see what's in it. Because if you could put just plants on your body, um, or and again, I will say, as I'm using it as cologne, I'm putting it more on my skin first. I'm not spraying it right onto my clothes. Sometimes the oil, like if I put a drop right onto onto clothes, I put it in the wash because sometimes it could stain clothes. So just be mindful of that if you are thinking about the cologne deodorant option. Okay, so that's peace and calming. Again, if you haven't figured it out, Young Living, I think, understands how powerful our minds and our emotions are on our bodies, And so many of these oils are really centered and focused on, okay, what can we do to breathe more? What can we do to relieve stress? There are lots of different habits, right? But essential oils is a great tool to add to the toolbox if we haven't already. And we can, start diffusing, maybe massaging oils onto our feet before bed. Stress away would be a great one to try. I remember a teammate years ago said that her husband or her dad had difficulty sleeping for a decade plus, and he started diffusing stress away by his bed and started experiencing some of the greatest sleep of his life. So anyway, I typically use lavender more for rest and relaxation, but stress away could be your go-to. It's got a yummy vanilla scent. I wish I could just pass this bottle around to everybody, but I can't. But stress away in the diffuser, stress away as a perfume cologne, stress away if you're hosting a yoga class, or if you're listening to calm music, maybe you're doing a little meditation, put stress away in your diffuser. Lemon Vitality, next one. As I said earlier, vitality oils. This just means I could put it in a marinade. I could put it in a dressing. I could put it in a big glass of water, or lavender scones, or lavender lemon scones. So lemon vitality. For me, I like lemon in the diffuser. We have just had a paint job, so I'm doing a lot of citrus in our diffusers to just detoxify and cleanse the air. So I'm doing a lot of diffusing. Citrus oils are my usual go-to when it comes to diffusing and just freshening up the space. I also will, when I'm doing laundry, I will take lemon vitality, or I'll take an orange oil or grapefruit oil, and I'll put it on a dark sock, and I'll put it into the dryer. I know some of you might have wool, those little wool balls, wool dryer balls. Personally, I just put oil on my sock, on a sock, and then throw it in the dryer. And I love how that just kind of freshens up the clothes. So that's something to think about. Peppermint Vitality. This is a great one. You can make a peppermint tea. Be mindful that one drop of this is incredibly potent, like incredibly potent. So just go in gently. If you're brand new, or if you haven't experienced the Young Living's Peppermint Vitality, I literally will put one drop. I would recommend a half a drop because it's that potent and strong. So you could take like a toothpick and just get a little bit on a toothpick and then put that into your warm water. So Peppermint Vitality. I love Peppermint Vitality. I remember years ago when I was giving massages more regularly, if I, was getting into my third massage in a row, 90 minute, I would put peppermint on the back of my neck just as a cooling, like to cool me down and kind of energize me. If I'm driving late at night, again, if you're driving sleepy, don't do it. I've fallen asleep behind the wheel before. It's no bueno, so don't use peppermint if you're that sleepy. but peppermint is a nice energizer. It's something to consider if you're lightly tired, not if you're super sleepy. If you're super sleepy, pull over, please, because we want you to be alive. So peppermint, again, has a cooling feeling on the skin. So this would be one that I would recommend thinking about a carrier oil if you're not familiar with how it feels on the skin. It's kind of cooling. All right, almost done, guys. Thanks for hanging in. DIGIZE Vitality, next oil. This one's all about digestion, and it's got tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, patchouli. One drop of this under the tongue has been amazing, has supported my wife incredibly over the years. I don't know if you're following along on the slides, you can see the little veggie capsules. You could make a veggie capsule. When my wife and I were on our honeymoon, if we ate something funny, we would make a little veggie capsule. And, you know, if our stomach was just rumbly in the evenings, yeah, we'd make a little veggie capsule and we'd put some DIGIZE in there, a little bit of peppermint and a little bit of lemon. And we would take that, and that worked, was incredibly helpful for us. So again, digestion, right? Our guts are so they just impact so much. Maybe you have normal gut health and your digestion's on point. But it's worth investigating if your digestion is not on point. It might be worth investigating with a doctor, with a naturopathic doctor, with a regular doctor. It might be also just worth trying DIGIZE in a big glass of water at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, to just get the body cleansing, right? Because when our guts are cleansing normally, that's going to benefit our whole immune system. Next oil is Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh, again, similar to lemon, I'm doing a lot of diffusing. Orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin, and spearmint is in Citrus Fresh. Such a good one to diffuse. Also a great one to, like, if I'm going out at night with my wife, this is a great one as like a cologne, just uplifting energy. Maybe a good one if people at your house have a rough time waking up in the morning, could be a great one to put in the diffuser. And the final oil, number 12, is the Thieves oil. Okay, and I've got a Thieves roller over here and also a 15 mil. So Thieves, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and lemon. This is such a game-changing oil. If you're brand new to Young Living, you may not know, but Young Living has a huge Thieves line. So they've got Thieves household cleaner, Thieves laundry soap, Thieves toothpaste, Thieves spray that you can spray in the room like a bathroom spray, or on your hands to keep your hands clean. But this blend is an incredible blend. It smells delicious. My former students always remember my classroom smelling like Thieves, because I was basically a Thieves and Valor guy. So Thieves was all about, you know, it's like, make sure I'm taking care of my immune system. And then Valor was like, all right, take care of my mind and my emotions throughout the day. Again, Thieves Vitality, because it's a Vitality line oil, you could, you know, I could put a drop of this in my oatmeal in the morning. You could make a warm tea with the Thieves Vitality. You know, put some fresh lemon in there, maybe a drop of the Thieves in some warm water, maybe a little bit of honey as well, if you need a little bit of sweetness to it. NINGXIA Red, in the starter bundle, they put a couple of NINGXIA Red packets in there for you, and it's just a great antioxidant, immune system supporting juice that many of us take regularly. Some of us take every day. Lately, I've been more of an every other day sort of NINGXIA Red drinker. But again, what we continue to learn is that our immune systems are desiring food, right? Are desiring real food. And so the more nutrient dense foods we can put in our body, the better. Again, you know, I went to bed last night. I made myself kale and green beans and a little bit of rice on the side. And, that was what my wife and I keep it pretty simple when we're eating. NINGXIA Red's just another just immune system supporting, just to help take care of our whole body wellness. Thieves Spray and hand sanitizer. So again, in the starter bundle, this will come. And I want to say, as I'm getting close to the end, if you are brand new, you have options as far as the starter bundle goes. This is an amazing starter bundle to begin with, because you get those 12 oils, you get a diffuser, you get a couple NINGXIA Red packets. You also get Thieves Spray hand sanitizer in there. And so you get to try these out. And as you're thinking about the Young Living world, what we focus on is like transfer buying. So this is a conversation that, when I first began my Young Living journey, it was like, okay, I used to get this stuff at Walgreens. Do I still want to get it at Walgreens? Or maybe Young Living has an alternative, right? Or I used to get my stuff at Target, but now I can get my Super B supplement actually from Young Living instead. So it's just kind of taking a look around your house. Maybe I was raised with Windex growing up, right? Spraying my mirrors and windows with Windex. And now we just use the Thieves household cleaner with some water in a big spray bottle. So you're just taking a look at this list, and you're getting on the Young Living website and kind of exploring, okay, I'm getting these things. Maybe Young Living has an alternative for me that perhaps is even better overall, ingredient wise, and also for our bodies. Okay, so if you're brand new, again, lots of ways to begin, but I will say, if you're catching this on YouTube or on Facebook, just check in with the person who invited you to this call so they can help you begin your journey. Because perhaps you want to start with this starter bundle. Perhaps it's another starter bundle. Maybe you want to start with, dive into some other product line, maybe the CBD line that Young Living has. There's a lot of options for you. In order to get the 24% off on your first order, you either have to order 100 PV in product to get the 24% off, or you order something on Loyalty Rewards. Okay, you have to order something on Loyalty Rewards, and then you get that 24% off. So Loyalty Rewards is something that a lot of Young Living members use. I want to say probably 40% of Young Living members, 35-40% of Young Living members are on Loyalty Rewards. So we're getting a wellness box every month. So a wellness box like my Loyalty Rewards order just processed a few days ago. So we should be seeing it here in the next few days. Right now, because I've been on Loyalty Rewards now for over a decade, every time I place an order, I get 25% back in points. If you're brand new, you start out with 10% back in points. If you get to months 4 to 24, you're getting 20% back in points. So again, in order to get the points, you do have to order 50 PV per month. You could be on Loyalty Rewards and not order the 50 PV, but I would highly recommend doing the 50 PV so that you get those free points and that they add up, and then you can buy some free product with those points. So again, Living Well Now is one of many Young Living teams. We are passionate again about education. We have a couple private Facebook groups. So if you're brand new, we've got one for like customers to just learn more about the products and kind of get help and guidance on products. If you are interested in growing a business and you become a brand partner, we also have a brand partner group and offer different brand partner trainings. Right now we have a learn and grow groups happening. And as we seek to support our brand partners on the Living Well Now team as they grow their businesses. Our Living Well Now team has been around now for, I think 2012 was really when things took off. But my sister, Angela, Andrea, and also my mom, Deborah, who actually is just passed back in November, the three of them actually started doing essential oils workshops like this in 2008, I want to say. They were doing like at their church, they were doing little intro to oils workshops just to teach people about the plants and about these plant essences. So anyway, building a business is optional. If you are interested in that, just check in with the person who invited you to watch this call. and have them kind of guide you on next steps as far as that goes. So again, as I said, if you are ready to start, you'll go to youngliving.com, fill up your cart with what you're wanting. And the starter bundles are a great way to begin because you get such a great discount for all of these oils. 12 oils, some samples, plus a diffuser, I think for $165 is just incredible to me. I think it's over a $300 retail value. So, and by ordering a starter bundle, you're automatically getting that 24% off right off the bat. Anyway, make sure you get your friends member ID, like referral ID, so that you can join their team and become a part of our Living Well Now team if they're also a part of our team. And also, if you want to become a brand partner, grab a business essential oils kit and you can start sharing right away and learn as you grow your business. So again, thanks so much for joining. If you do have any specific questions, feel free to reach out to me privately. Aaron Lahman. You can find me on Instagram, aaron.lahman, or also on Facebook, Aaron Lahman. And I also have a podcast called Our Healing Voices. If you're at all intrigued by this body, mind, spirit wellness journey that we're all on together. I am super passionate about being a part of this Living Well Now team and the way in which we've all been growing together. I feel thankful for the community that is created and that continues to grow because I know we are learning so much about ourselves on this journey together. And so thanks for being here tonight. If you are interested in sharing the link, I will be sure to post the YouTube link in the comments of the Facebook Live. And yeah, wishing you a lovely night. Big love from California.